Hi, this is Elizabeth Silver, and this is my third tip of Illustrator Tip Week. And I am a surface pattern designer and an illustrator, licensed artist, kind of a little bit of everything. If you don't follow me already, please follow me on Instagram at esilverdesign. And my website is elizabethsilver.com. So today's tip is all about bending text to your will. Basically, this is my logo for my newsletter, Fresh Found. And as you can see, I have Elizabeth Silver Insider put around the border. I wanted to show you guys two ways to accomplish this. This one is relatively simple because it's a circle, but sometimes you need to do specific things to bend text. Some examples of this can be if you're designing a greeting card and it has a banner that's kind of wavy, or if you are, I design for paper products, like party paper products, napkins and plates and stuff like that. And a lot of times, we have phrases like congratulations and whatever else, and they're kind of, swirled around. So there are two ways to accomplish the kind of bended text. The first one is the simplest, but it gives you the least sort of options. So here is something that I've typed up. And if you click up, I'm going to try to zoom in, sorry. All right, so when you have it selected, you can see at the top, I hope you can see, it's kind of dark, I know, make envelope, okay? And it's kind of like a little bended thing. You can do with make warp and make with mesh. So I'm clicking make with warp, and then I'm clicking that button, and it automatically does this, and it brings up these options. So trying to show... okay, so you can do, you can do it as needed to kind of wrap. That's for a circle. As you can see, it's kind of stretching it, but that is okay because it's not too distorted. If you were doing a flag, I use this one a lot for the kind of, flag look. Sometimes I have banners on greeting cards, as I said. Rise is another one that I use a lot, and you can kind of distort as needed. The one problem with doing it like this is, besides, it doesn't work for every shape, obviously, is that once you hit OK, you can't really change what's going on unless you expand this shape. So you can adjust the kind of bend of it by touching the anchor points and, moving your, whatever these things are called, handles. So you can kind of adjust in that way, but what you can't do is change the color, which can be very important. It automatically changes it to gray because it's sort of in a filtered mode. And to change it to, let's say, red, I clicked red just now and nothing happens. I think you can get around that by, I'm clicking this. Fill, yeah, no, you can't. So what I usually do is, if I decide to change the color after, then I go to Object, Expand, hold on. Object, Expand, which for some reason is not showing up. So Object, Path, it's not even letting me. Sorry. Usually I expand it. I don't know why it's not letting me right now. But that makes it so that you can change the colors. There must be something that I'm doing that's not... Oh, there it is. I don't know why that didn't work before. Okay, so then expand, and you say object and fill, and then you have, a regular object that you can change to whatever color you want. Okay, so that is one way to do it. The next way is, let me type it up again. Elizabeth Silver Insider, is to make it into a brush. So this is also has its, kind of pros and its cons, but one thing to do is to open your brush palette over here, and if you know how to make brushes, if you're an Instagram expert, you might want to be really specific about it and use a transparent box and make it a certain size. But if you are an Illustrator beginner, all you really have to do is, I think you need to expand it first. I just want to try. Yeah, no, you don't even need to expand it. All you really need to do is just drag it and click pattern brush and say, okay, oh no, it wouldn't let me. So you do have to expand it first. So, okay, object, expand, just like we did before, and then drag it into the brush thing and click pattern brush. Okay, then click add space to fit and switch the colorization to hue shift. Okay, and then you have a brush that will make your text do whatever. It won't go corners, because whenever you do a corner, oh, that did kind of work because it wasn't a perfect corner, but if you do a real like right angle, it's not really going to work. So it's still based on curves. If you wanted to do corners, you'd have to, just do it separate words, and you could just kind of turn it yourself. But this obviously does a lot of the same thing because it's a brush. If you wanted to follow that path, you can increase the stroke size, and then it's something bigger that fits. But the good thing about this option is not only that it's more specific, but you can change the color. So now it's blue. Sorry about the wiggling. It's blue, but if I change the stroke color to a dark purple or something, then my brush is going to change right along with that. So that makes it a lot easier if you're doing something like when I was working out this logo, I was like, oh, I don't know what color. So those are the two ways that you can easily bend text. If you're an Instagram beginner, you can also type on a path if you don't know that, which is just basically drawing a line and then going over to the T, holding it down, and type on a path tool, and then putting it here, and then typing. But the problem with this is it can sometimes, no problem, Jill. Yeah, I saw that done one time on some artwork I received, and I was like, hey, that's a good one. The problem sometimes with typing on a path is that it doesn't always bend as well as a brush would do. Sometimes it kind of looks a little jaggedy. In this case, it seems to be working, but sometimes, depending on the font and everything, it's not always as specific. So those are my tips for bending your text for greeting cards or illustration or whatever uses you have. Thanks very much. Share it if you could, because I'm going to be on tomorrow and the next day at 3 p.m. Eastern with 2 more tips. And I will thanks, Shelly. I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. No problem. Bye.